I welcome you all to my YouTube channel where we look at this question under periodic table. This question came in 2021 paper 2 ECZ. So we want to answer this question. The question is saying the following shows 4 particles. So this table is showing us 4 particles. We are given the number of protons, neutrons, and electrons. This is what we are given. And when we look at the protons, neutrons, and electrons, when you study this table, then you answer these questions which are down here. So this is one of the key topics that you need to know as a student of chemistry, the periodic table, and it comes every year in your exams. So the first question is saying, which particle is a neutral atom? So when you look at these particles which are here, you are given these particles. So which of these particles is a neutral atom? So whenever we are talking about a neutral atom, we can say which of the following are found on the periodic table. Which atom is found on the periodic table? Because only those atoms which are found on the periodic table, we get to call them as a neutral atom because they haven't involved themselves into bonding, they haven't reacted with anything, or they are not isotopes. So now, what we need to know is that for us to answer this question, if you check properly, this one which is here, have you seen here, these ones, this one and that one, they've got same number of protons and electrons. So, but these are different. So you can tell that these are not neutral atom. This one and that one, they are different. So forget about these two. Let us concentrate on these two. So now, what we need to do is that if you check this one, so this one, the way it is, this is particle P. So how do we find the proton is what? 11. So I'm going to do 11. So it is P. I don't know it. P like this. Protons 11. Then the mass number, I add these two. So when I add these two, what answer am I going to find when I add? What is 11 plus 12? You get 23. Have you seen? And if you go to this one, Q, we've got 11 there. Have you seen? 11. And then when we add these two, what are we going to get? We are going to get a 24, like this. So this is an easiest way in which you can answer this question. So this is not to tell you that this is how you get to answer this question. I'm just giving you tricks on how to go about these questions, how best or how easy way you can answer these questions, the easiest way to answer these questions. So you check which one is found in the periodic table. You find this one. This is sodium. You get to find that one on the periodic table. So this is according to me how I get to answer them, how I get to identify them. This is how I know that this is a neutral atom. So it means the neutral atom is P there. You say this is P like this. That is what? That is P. But you know that since these have got the same number of protons but different mass number, these are isotopes. You know what an isotope is? Having same number of protons but different mass number. This is what you are talking about. So which particle is a neutral atom? That is P. You move to the next question. We move to the next question. The next question is saying, which particle is negative ion? State its charge. So which of these particles are negative ion? So negative ion, let us look at this. So we've established, we know that proton number 11, this cannot be negative charge. So we go to these two. So this one, the way it is, have you seen the proton number? So I'm going to say this is R, proton number 12. Then mass number, add these two, I get what? I get 24. Have you seen? So definitely you know that an atom on the periodic table that looks like this is magnesium. Magnesium has got 2 plus, which means for magnesium to be stable, it must do what? It must lose 2 electrons. That's why it is having how many electrons? 10, because it has lost 2. Then we move to this other one. We move to this other one. We move to this other one. So the way this one is, the last one, the way it is, this is 8. So I'm going to say that is T. Then 8 there. I add this, I get 16. You even know what that one is before we answer. We've got a 16 there. We've got a 16 there. So you know that if we are to write an electronic configuration for that one, we are going to say it is 2, 6. Have you seen? So that this. So for this one to be stable, it must gain 2. And we know this is oxygen. If you check properly on the periodic table, T is oxygen. So for this one to be stable, it must gain how many? 2 electrons. That's why it is having 8. It has gained 2. That's why there is a 10 here. That's the reason why there is a 10 there. So which means that which particle is negative ion? The particle is T. So you say the particle is what? The particle is T. This is how you get to answer. The particle is T. Then they are saying you don't only state the particle, but you also state its charge. What is the charge? It is negative of 2. 2 minus. Meaning for it to be stable, it must gain 2 electrons. This is what you need to do, get and understand. So I hope you are able to understand this. You are getting the concept. Let us move to the other question. This is question C, part C, which is saying which 2 particles are isotopes. So we know that when we are talking about isotopes, what we are talking about is that the atoms of the same particle with the same number of protons but different mass number. I just illustrated that one. So I illustrated this. So which means it is just what? P and what? And Q. As simple as that. Then you give a reason to your answer. So what answer can you give? So you can give this reason in 2 ways. You can give it looking at the diagram which are given here, the table here. You can say these are atoms of the same particle with the same number of protons but different what? Neutron number. Have you seen? They're having different what? Neutron number. Or you can say because they have got same number of protons but different mass number. But since in the table here, you are not given the mass number, you answer according to what you are given. So what you've observed is that they have got same number of protons. Have you seen? Same number of protons like this, but different what? Neutron number. So different neutrons number. This is what you need to know. And so that's the reason. What's the reason? Is because they have got same number of protons but different neutron number. But those of you that were writing same protons but different mass number, I was marking because it is just one and the same. But if you answer it according to this table, you say same number of protons but different neutron number, because that is what we are able to observe. Then the other question was telling us, the last question, if you check ECZ paper, if you check this paper, you discover that the last question was saying use periodic table to identify particle R. We use a periodic table to identify this particle. We already identified it. Use a periodic table to identify that one. That is what? Magnesium. This is magnesium. So particle R, we can identify all these. This is these 2. This is sodium. This is just isotopes. This is sodium. This is what? Magnesium. This is oxygen. So you just say magnesium. So we've identified particle R that it is what? Magnesium. This is what you need to get, know and understand. Hope you've seen this. you've seen how to answer these questions. These are important questions that get to come in your exams. Make sure you know this and understand. So if you're looking for tuitions in mathematics, chemistry, and physics, we do offer tuitions at our academy. So you can WhatsApp me on this number. WhatsApp me on this number. We prepare you for your exams. This is my number that I get to use on WhatsApp. So you can WhatsApp me on this number, +2609710666747. Then I'll be able to help you in these subjects, mathematics, chemistry, and physics at the moment. So we end here. Don't forget to like the video, comment, and share, and let me know where you are watching me from. Stay blessed.